It was on this corner in South Hayward that Bishop Jerry Macklin cloaked his community in the garbs of transition. A neighborhood long ignored and dominated by violence and drug trafficking.
This is the corner at that time was called Tyrell and Porcellus. This is the corner where it all went down.
Bishop Macklin had other plans.
Somebody said, "You don't want to put no church there. Look at all the folk that's out there on that corner." I said, "They need a place to go."
That transformation of South Hayward in the late 80s has become a legendary tale of the power of perseverance. Today, Bishop Macklin is spreading the word about another vital transition, the green energy revolution.
At the point where we are, there's shortages of water, shortages of energy. The heat is moving in such a direction, it affects everybody that's here. And I think now people are beginning to understand that this is everybody's problem and everybody has to be a part of the solution.
To do their part, Glad Tidings has embarked on an ambitious carbon net zero plan. That means solar panels on church roofs and the construction of a new community center that's 100% sustainable.
Even our new building is being built and it's not going to even have a gas line because it's all being built from solar.
Pastor Ambrose Carroll is executive director of Green the Church and the co-founder of CEEE.
We're also working that our buildings can be resilient hubs for our communities, where we can have solar, storage, and EV charging.
The church leaders like Bishop Macklin and Pastor Carroll have a vision to move the church into the green revolution.
We're calling on you to touch our hearts and our minds right now.
By retrofitting 2,000 of California's black churches in the next 10 years. But they worry policymakers are too slow and perhaps not properly focused enough on communities of color.
We're so far behind, and so if we don't start, and it has to not just be rooting in the streets and marching and all of which is good to do, but we need the necessary technology and expertise to understand how we are impacted by those decisions.
For so many years, we have experienced inequities in our communities. We've experienced seeing the gross domestic product rise while our economic condition suffered.
The latest fight to ensure equity for the people is happening right now at California's Public Utilities Commission, where commissioners have proposed an unprecedented solar tax and radically scaling back net energy metering.
We are calling on Governor Newsom to protect rooftop solar, make solar more accessible, and reduce the amount of dirty energy we rely on.
We're trying to get these neighborhoods back to a place of sustainability, and we can't do it if they're going to pull the plug. Now that they're there, they pull the plug on everybody else. Not fair.
We came in the 40s to work in the shipyards, and our foreparents put together their nickels and dimes when they were being marginalized and they could not buy homes. They bought these church buildings together.
The 1940s saw a large migration of African Americans to California, looking to flee the oppression of the Jim Crow South and for economic opportunity. Many found a niche working as domestic care workers or Pullman porters on California's railroads, locked out of the housing market by discriminatory practices like racial covenants and redlining. The community chose creative solutions to economic empowerment.
Individuals who worked as domestics put their money together. They sold chicken dinners and sweet potato pies to build those buildings. And so now what we see is an opportunity to retrofit those buildings, to begin to do solar and storage and EV charging. Not only are we off-takers of clean energy, but we become a part of the clean energy industry.
Today, church leaders are hoping for California's policy leaders, from PUC commissioners to Governor Newsom, to have the vision and the political courage to lift and empower California's black churches and their surrounding neighborhoods as equal partners in the green energy revolution.